Hello everyone and welcome to EDT 506. I'm the professor for the course, Ron Kotlik, so thanks so much for joining us. Hope this will be a great experience for everyone involved. I got to admit that you are sort of a experimental group. For the past, 4 or 5 years that we've been part of the program and I've been running the program, we've been using Edmodo as our main sort of vehicle for communication, our main learning management system. And we're doing a little experimenting here with Schoology instead this semester. Schoology has a lot of great features like Edmodo. Some features that I like a lot. A lot of great options here. Some things I like Edmodo better for. But I really want to see what you folks feel about this. If you've used Edmodo in other courses with me or other professors in the program, certainly offer me some feedback. I know Rob Z started using Schoology last semester with his students as well. Both of us, teaching, well, Rob now is an administrator. I also teach high school students, and I've been using Schoology for the past few years with my high school students exclusively. So I like the program. I use it with my Buff State students I have once in a while. So I use it with you folks here now. So we'll see how this works out. So here's our main area of the course. Okay, so what I've done here is I've placed the syllabus. Okay, I've placed the action sheets, which I'll talk about later. Action sheets are sort of like for each week, each module. I give an action sheet, and the action sheets really sort of guide you through the process, and I'll come back to that. I've placed our first module, and every week you'll see another folder pop up, Module 2, Module 3. We have 8 weeks or 8 modules. And then I have these basic course setup materials. So this is just like a generic folder, the technology survey, some great free tech publications, some great free journals and links to those journals, a little bit of a help sheet to guide you through how to get onto the college's databases. We use turnitin.com. This is a nice little setup sheet. And we also use Noodle Tools in the program to make citations and help you generate bibliography. And this is a great little help sheet on that particular tool. So I put all those in one folder. I thought that might just be an easier way to navigate it. Okay, so action sheets are also listed in each module's week folder as well. So I put them in both places. I lied to you. I did not put the action sheet here. I wanted to. I will do that momentarily. And voila, there it is. The beauty of pausing a screencast. Okay, so there's the action sheet. All right, and this is a materials folder that has all the articles and websites for the week. I'm going to try to make this as consistent as possible, so every week's module will have a red materials folder. These are some of the articles and links that we're going to go through during the module. And usually we only have one discussion, but because this is our first week, there's a get-to-know discussion, and then there's sort of an assignment or a deliverable. Okay, so I'll come back to that. All right, so this will be sort of consistent for every single week. Okay, now before I move on, there is this updates area, and if I have to post this sort of like a reminder for the week, I'll post those reminders in here, and you'll see those, and you'll get notifications about those. So this is kind of just a nice area for you to sort of see some current things that are going on. The gradebook will be a working gradebook. I don't award badges to my college students, my graduate students. Excuse me. Maybe I should. It's a great way to gamify your classroom. I certainly do it with my high school students. And this shows the members in the course and things of those natures. Okay, so let's get back to the materials, and let's get back into Module 1. And here is the action sheet. Okay, now this is basically what I use every single week. We'll go through this together. So here's our dates of the module. It starts on a Monday. Usually we start on a Saturday, and I usually make the modules available usually by the Friday before it begins. Okay, this is the link to the video that you're watching right now. So read the syllabus again very carefully, and want you to go over any questions, okay, about our common assignments, the requirements, our weekly schedule. Usually we begin on a Saturday and we go to the following Sunday, so the weekend's an overlap period. And there's going to be a link here on how to use Schoology. This will be an actual link. I'm making a separate video, just an overview of Schoology for the first time. All right, and these are all where all those course help sheets are in that course setup materials. Okay, so let's look at the syllabus. Now the syllabus I posted right in the main section of the course. There it is. Okay, and here's the syllabus. So there's the so sorry, very fast on the mouse there. There's the course outline and the course description. Okay, this is a really kind of fun course. Talk about new literacies. Our very first week, we'll just get into what that term means. All right, using multimedia, multimodal ways to bring text and other aspects alive in a sense, and we'll talk about that. Okay, and this is kind of our focus areas for the course. You can go through this certainly on your own. All right, you don't have to go through this page by page, obviously, but please go through this, read it carefully. I would really appreciate that. And the objectives, and the topics, and so forth, what you're going to do this particular semester or mini-mester. All right. There's a common assignment for this project. We'll talk about that soon. And these are just some of the things that the college likes to have us put in our syllabus about the School of Education Human Services. Okay. If you have any special circumstances, instructional needs, let me know. Big part about writing and participation in an online course. So here we go. Quality, a big deal about our posts. All right. As you read through this, you're supposed to post by Wednesday and then reply to other students a minimum of 2 times. Obviously, I like to go more than 2 times, please, by the following Sunday. Okay, so quantity is important, but this isn't just, and also the quality. This isn't I know we're using sort of a social media environment to do the course, but really we want things to be quality. Everything's APA sites, cited, and we have great depth in our posts and great depths in our replies. Okay, there's a late policy. Okay. And there's our discussion policy. We also have any sort of deliverable or other work outside the discussion as you do by that Sunday as well. Okay. Incomplete, those issues, and plagiarism certainly issues. There's the common assignment for the course. I will look at it right now. We'll go back over it later in more detail. But you click on that common assignment link, and that will just kind of give you what this overall final project is for the course. You're going to choose a research topic, do some qualitative and quantitative research on a topic, and then you're going to present it in a new literacies way. So we're combining both research and ways to present aspects and create aspects within the new literacies. Okay. So the next page here, just sort of the rubrics that we use for deliverables. Please go over those. And these are also the rubrics that we use for discussions. Okay. That's actually one thing I'm really excited about using Schoology. I can make rubrics in Schoology. I cannot do that in Emoto. And if you had me for other courses, I used a Google form to make rubrics. Now I have rubrics already embedded in Schoology, which are really nice, very, very convenient for both you and for myself, certainly. Now here's the basic course schedule. First week is kind of getting to know each other. What are our new literacies? How does Schoology work? Then certainly we have a discussion topic for the next week is qualitative research and understanding those designs. Then we're talking about research questions and research plans. And I give you like these little technology tools. I'm also going to introduce new tools throughout almost every week. This week I guess will be Schoology. Next week a little bit of Glocks or Lucid Press. That's going to be a lot of fun. Lucid Chart. We'll kind of talk about the interview process and Google Hangouts. Then also some multimodal visual text, new tools, and multimodal qualitative research. Okay, and then your submission of your final project is in week 7, and then week 8 is usually a week for reflection and uploading projects to TaskStream. Okay, so there's some aspects of that that's really good for you to understand. These are some of the setup pages of how to get onto Schoology if you haven't done it so already. Okay, it's a nice help page. And then the Turnitin setup, you need to go to turnitin.com and create an account. And there's the course join code, and the password is Fort Niagara. Why Fort Niagara? By trade, I am an historian initially before doing all this wonderful ed tech related aspects. So I love history, and for a few years I worked at Fort Niagara as a British soldier, doing all those wonderful things there, reenacting in the 18th century. And there's the little tool setup. Okay, so that's kind of the syllabus at a glance. So please go through that, on your own in more detail. All right. Okay, back to the action sheet. So we're going to read the articles and websites contained in the Module 1 folder on new literacies. So if I go into that and I go into Module 1 new literacies, and I should probably add another little screenshot there. It's in the materials folder. Okay. And go into that folder. And I have some articles that are PDFs on new literacies, introduce you to what the new literacies are. This first one's from a larger book, which I'll give you later as a PDF copy. This is sort of the introduction chapter for a book on the new literacies. So this will give you some great oversight. Sorry, it's taking a little long for it to load up. But there it is, the new literacies. It's a table of contents. I apologize. I did give the whole book here. You do not have to read this whole entire book. I want to make sure that's really clear. I'm asking you to read that first chapter, and I hope I did this correctly. Forgive me if I did not. And this is a great PDF of New Literacy of the 21st Century. Sorry, it's a little slow loading here. I'm not sure why that's not loading a little bit quicker, but it will come up, and I'll make sure it does. Okay? And then we have a very slow connection all of a sudden. Apologize about that. Okay, the planets and the seagull pieces are for later for the deliverable. I'm going to add another file here that's just the first chapter. Okay, just the first chapter. All right, so those are our materials for the week. And there's our discussion now. So we go to the action sheet, and I added that screenshot there for you. There's our prompt for the week. Okay, and then you find the discussion in Module 1. You click on Module 1, and this is where you would post. Okay, so there's the discussion prompt, right? And I already sort of made my initial post, and I also have the action sheet here. You can reply to this post only if you have a question about what I said, right? But here's where you would post your comments for the week. Now, Schoology has a weird thing. You have to turn on the spell check. Not that you need it. I certainly do. But again, this is where you would begin to compose your post. You can also attach links and files. Okay, and you can do things like for basic formatting. Sometimes I would ask students to either copy and paste, maybe from a Word document or a Google Doc, and then put it in here so you don't lose it. Okay, that's certainly fine. So you can do either way that you like. Okay, and then that's our discussion for the week. And this will be changed of a link of how to submit a post to school. This will be the overview sheet. Okay. That's due by Thursday. Usually we're on a Wednesday because we're starting late on a Monday. I give you an extra day for the first week. And then by the following Sunday, I want you to take the technology survey. It's in the course materials folder. You're going to create a get to know. If you're really already got some great tech-savvy skills, like you want to use a voice recording from a cell phone app, a screencast, create a video, a Prezi, whatever you want to do, have some fun with that, and post it to the discussion get to know. That's still in the Module 1 folder. There's get to know discussion. All right. And then you're also going to reply to other students' initial post, helping them answer their question, ask better questions, brainstorm with them. Now this is a little bit of a separate thing. I'm asking you to read the Lancashire Noble and the Clancy piece, all right, on multi-perspectives. And I want you to write a response to it. I want you to compare and contrast. This is on your own. This is not for discussion. And you're going to drop it to the turnitin.com drop. I use these symbols for a reason. This is not on Schoology. Remember, I asked you to create an account on turnitin.com. Now we'll go to turnitin.com, and this is the drop, what it looks like. Okay, you submit your file here. Okay, and this is a great tool that I use all the time with all my levels of students. Turnitin was initially designed to check for plagiarism, and does a wonderful job for that. But I use it now because I can offer a lot of detailed feedback on what you have written, much better than any of the tools in Schoology or in Modo. I can give comments and highlight text and do some really nice stuff with it for you. So that's why I like using it for our program as well. Okay, and that's for the end of the week. Okay, so that's kind of how the way the course works. Okay, so I hope this little intro video for Module 1 made sense, and I'm going to make another video to how to guide you through the process. Okay, so of using Schoology. All right, well, take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.